And there's some updates here as well. Update. Download the exclusive Lambuel Minecraft skin. I don't know what that is. It looks like Slender Man wearing a green sweater with a red heart on it and brown khaki pants. That's my description anyway. And there's further updates. Update. 2nd of November 2010. On Sunday, a new Minecraft version 1.1.2.0, was released that increases the urgency of the game's message of salvation by including the ability to witness hell firsthand. The game's creator, Notch, was originally going to call this realm Hell, but he thought that would make the biblical origins of the game too obvious. Too obvious to the religion-averse, unsaved gamers he's trying to reach, so he used the euphemism, nether smiley face. Oh, it's not a smiley face, it's just a full stop. Right, that's exactly why he called it the nether. The nether, Hell, is presented as a vast underground cavern composed of brimstone with lakes of fire. Revelations chapter 20 verse 10. Without light, Matthew chapter 8 verse 12. Except for the fires that burn everywhere. Fire is the central theme of this realm. You can even travel there by building a portal out of obsidian and lighting it on fire. So tell me, Kyle, the G-Man Goldman, how does this fit into your idea? How does this fit into your whole light being great and good and wonderful and keeping the demons away? You know, how does that fit into your little theology? You know, because fire also gives light. Is fire a bad sort of light as opposed to torches? Because torches are also have to have fire on them. Just an FYI, fire on the torches. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. This review is so bad it's making me sneeze. And now there's some captions and pictures. Views of the nether realm with lakes of lava and the fire everywhere. And then there's one of the underground people, and it's with holding a sword. And the caption is, "Don't let this happen to you." And there's more. The unsaved wander around hell in constant torment, their corrupted flesh eaten by worms. Mark chapter 9 verses 24, as they wail and purr in madness. Wail and purr in madness. Matthew chapter 13 verse 50. Pale demons. Revelations chapter 6 verse 8. Patrol the cavernous skies, spitting explosive fireballs at you. There is no water here to quench your thirst. Luke chapter 16 verse 24. If you bring in some in a bucket and try to use it, it just evaporates. Minecraft's biblically accurate vision of hell, is very disturbing and scary, and will convince any unsaved person of the necessity of accepting Jesus into their hearts before it is too late. And another new biblical feature is a fishing minigame, Luke chapter 5 verses 1 to 11, which adds fish to the already existing loaves of bread as the most reliable sources of sustenance. Matthew chapter 14 verses 13 to 21, etc. That's a screenshot of the fishing, and he goes, "I caught another one," and it shows a fish, and he caught a fish. Oh, God. I think I've read enough of this. Oh, what the hell? Let's just keep going. Update, 26th of September 2011. Minecraft continues to be updated as the official release approaches. It is now up to version 1.9, or at least the pre-release of 1.9. Besides lots of improvements in the technology, such as a new lighting system and more building materials such as pistons, Notch has added new mobs that further flesh out his vision of delivering biblical teachings through interactive allegories. Okay. Most interesting are the Endermen. The name is portmanteau of end of men, meaning the end of man's stewardship over earth, which the player's activity represents, and the beginning of the new kingdom of God after Jesus returns. The Endermen come in the night and steal your blocks, causing destruction to your buildings. This is a clear reference to the analogy from 1 Thessalonians. It's Thessalonians, sorry. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verses 2 to 4 of the day of the Lord of coming as a thief in the night and bringing sudden destruction to the unsaved. Also, the Endermen drop ender pearls, which if used on a pig will do absolutely nothing. A clear reference to Matthew chapter 7 verse 6. Endermen drop ender pearls, which if used on a pig will do absolutely nothing. And that's a clear reference to. Well, there are plenty of things you can use on pigs, and they will do nothing. So what do they represent? Huh? What do they represent? God, keep going. A more vaguely biblical mob is the blaze, which seems to be a simplified, blocky version of the whirlwind of fire from Ezekiel chapter 1 verses 4 that marks the arrival of God's battle chariot. This was just added to the pre-release, so it doesn't do much yet other than shoot fire and drop blaze rods, which might be a reference to the golden measuring rod that Jesus uses in Revelations chapter 21 verses 15 to measure New Jerusalem. It is a bit confusing, but I'm sure Notch is going somewhere with this. Maybe it'll be clearer in 1.10, or maybe it has absolutely nothing with the Bible. Who knows? Maybe he just wanted a fire monster. I have never actually seen the blaze, though. Maybe he's taken it out. Much less vague are the villager mobs, which appear in procedurally generated villages. They wear monk-like robes and are all currently named testificate, i.e. one who testifies. Maybe a little too on the nose there, Notch, smiley face. But this name will be replaced with their jobs, one being a priest. Again, these were just added, and they don't do anything, but Notch has said they will assign missionary work. Also, since they seem like Catholic mobs, what with having a priest and the Latin testificate, maybe you have to convert their villages. I'm sure we'll learn more in future updates. So you're going to convert the Catholic mobs into Anglican or whatever secular church teachings you may have. Similar to the villages are the strongholds, which are underground. They are in a state of ruin and populated with the usual zombies, skeletons, and creepers, plus a new mob, silverfish, which are not true fish, which represent Jesus, but deceitful insects. This addition, and especially the use of the name Stronghold, is very telling, as this can only be a reference to the spiritual strongholds that we erect to protect ourselves from pain, that we must tear down in order to free ourselves from the clutches of Satan. Notch has said that there will be bosses in the strongholds that you must defeat. Devils, perhaps? Combined with the silverfish swarming out of the walls when you try to break them, hindering you from tearing down the stronghold, we are definitely getting into some seriously deep spiritual warfare allegory here. The most exciting news is that Notch has promised that there will be endgame content. So, adding all this up, perhaps what we're seeing are the building blocks, pun intended, for a game about the return of Jesus and the establishment of his kingdom on earth. Could this be what Notch has planned all along? All the unsaved who have been playing will be so pleasantly surprised when they hear the good news. Unfortunately, I need to address a rumor that's been going around about Minecraft. Some people have been writing me to say that Notch is really an atheist. Apparently, they heard this on something called Twitter, which is like a secular version of Christian Chirp. Christian Chirp? I don't know Twitter called Christian. What kind of world do you live in? Okay. I got permission from Pastor Hoskins to use his unfiltered computer to check this out. And what I found out was there was a lot of people creating fake Notch accounts on Twitter, like Communist Notch and Lying Notch, and writing all sorts of silly or even offensive things, including that he's an atheist. The people behind this have even set up a blog called The Faces of Notch, and there's an acronym here, NSFC. NSF, not safe for church. Not safe for church because you can't use NSFW because no, you have to make up your own acronym. Not safe for church. Not safe for church. Telling people how to make fake Notch accounts to cause mischief and confusion. Don't be fooled by these fake Notches. Notch's game and the Christian themes woven into it speaks for itself. And now one final update. Oh God, I've been talking way too long. Sorry, this is a really long review. And yeah. Update, 10th of February 2012. I have troubling news about Minecraft. The game has been hijacked. Notch, the man who created Minecraft, single-handed his vision of a game that teaches the gospel to the unsaved in a non-threatening manner, made it cross over. Okay. There's meant to be a comma there, I think. Notch, the man who created Minecraft single-handedly and whose vision of a game that teaches the gospel to the unsaved in a non-threatening manner, made it a crossover hit, has been pushed out of control of Minecraft's development by the people running Mojang, the company he formed with the profits from Minecraft. Notch wasn't the CEO of Mojang since he wanted to work on making games. He hired someone to be his boss. Bad idea. The game's now under the control of a guy named Jeb Bergenston. Jeb Bergenston. Since Jeb was hired last year by Notch to help out with development, he has been adding all sorts of questionable content, like occultic enchantments of weapons, using the captured souls of demons, and drug labs that let you brew amphetamine-like drinks. Now, he's been put in charge of the game, and Notch is no longer allowed to work on it. The last thing that Notch added before he was removed from the development was a final goal that you had to work towards, where you had to travel to the end, i.e. the end times, and defeat the dragon, i.e. Satan. See Revelations chapters 12 to 13. Could this less cryptic biblical content have been the cause of his removal? No, it's a fucking dragon. People want to fight dragons. Fighting dragons is cool. Going to a last level where it's cool. Okay, I'm almost done. I don't know what's going on at Mojang. Has there been a coup? Is Notch okay? His Twitter account, which is probably under the control of Mojang, is filled with all sorts of strange messages that sound like the fake Notches mentioned above, with atheist stuff and weird math or something. Did anti-Christians realize the threat that Minecraft posed to their hold on the mainstream game industry and seize control to pervert the true meaning of Minecraft that I made up by myself because I just love seeing these things in a game which is not explicitly noted by the creator? Sorry, I made up that last part by myself. It wasn't a very good rant. If anyone can contact Notch, the real Notch, please find out what is going on. And please pray that he is okay. Okay, and that was the last of the updates. And that was a review of Minecraft by Kyle the G-Man Goldman. And oh, God. That went on longer than I expected, to be honest. Sorry about that. But I hope you enjoyed that somehow. And we are coming to winding up to the end of Bad reviews of bad things, bad reviews of good things, good reviews of bad things. And come back tomorrow for the very last entry of that. And then we'll be going on to another week, another new themed week after that. So come back tomorrow for the last of the bad review week. I will see you then. Hey, you seem like a cool, wonderful, and or awesome individual with impeccable taste in voice actors. So why not follow me on Facebook or Twitter? You can keep up with the latest projects I'm in, or that my friends are in, or that you could be in, because I occasionally post links to open editions to various projects that require voice acting out there, or that nobody's in, but they're interesting projects nonetheless that you may also find interesting. Also, lots of random thoughts about whatever's on my mind at that particular moment. Usually it's about food or video games, or foodie video games. Anyway, you can follow me on Facebook at OmadonVA or Twitter at Omadon. Hope to see you there.